can stop me now.
What is going on, y'all? Y'all already know what time it is, and also a happy new year as well. Look, welcome to the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. And I promise you, at the end of the day, you will know whose game this is with everybody saying no mercy sports. Without further ado, let's get into this faster than the Delta Force got in and out of Venezuela. Let's get it, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Let me talk to you. Why? Because you already know what the deal is. We are live right now. And yes, I realize that Indiana versus Oregon is going on right now. But look, it's pretty safe to say that Indiana is putting straight belt to ass on Oregon, because the last I saw, the score was 42-15. But we're going to get to more. We're going to get to more of that in just a bit. For right now, we got somebody else joining. Here he is. Terry, what it do, baby? Loving the Bulls shirt.
Yeah, it's my softball, squadron softball.
Oh, okay. See, I thought it was like a Bull Durham reference.
I was thinking that at first too. but yeah, it's definitely for our squadron team, and me, I led the league in taking out base runners at home plate, and they're trying to tag in on me. And
well, hopefully they don't have any broken bones, so we can pray for that.
I might have stuck my knee in the back of his ribs because he kind of dove at my knee.
Yeesh. Well, that's
and I came down. My knee was in his back, probably in his kidney area, and I was 340 pounds at the time. So,
oof. I bet you were moving like a fucking freight train, my guy.
I was the catcher. I stopped him dead in his tracks.
Hell yeah, dude. But hey, we got more reminiscing on the horizon. For right now, we got one more person joining us.
Drink in my cup, in my hand. Oh, from my youth, cause they know I'm the man. Oh, from my youth, cause they know I'm the man. Oh, from my youth, cause they know I'm the man. Drink in my cup, in my hand. Oh, from my youth, cause they know I'm the man. Oh, from my youth, cause they know I'm the man. Oh, from my youth, cause they know I'm the man.
Drink in my cup, in my hand. Blow on my dude, cause they know I'm the man. I'm in the VIP cause I'm very important. Unfortunately, I see some niggas I can't stand. So I step to them suckers and confront them like I should. We can settle this now, we can settle this in the hood. So what y'all wanna do? I gotta...
Big Mac, long time no see, baby. What you been up to?
What's up, man? Listen, enjoying life. Now that the hardball era is over, I'm enjoying life.
Hell yeah, dude. You must be ecstatic right now after the firing of John Harbaugh.
Yes, sir. Like, to understand this, in the fact that I get to sit here and listen to all these people talk about how great a coach he is, how much he can do. He can't do shit offensively or defensively, which is the reason why he is out. He lives and dies by coordinators, which is why Steve Bisciotti said, if you are not going to replace these guys, we are replacing you. So that's why he took it.
Yeah, but I will say this. Imagine being somebody that really thought that firing John Harbaugh is actually crazy talk.
Yeah. I've been telling people shit the last couple days, man. Everything he's done here What has he done since Ray Lewis? And I've told this to you too over the last couple of years, and I've told you time and time again, we need a coach that can either coach offense or can coach defense. We don't need a special teams guy. We don't need a players coach. And then guess what happened? He lost the locker room this year. He
really did. Yeah. The second that Lamar Jackson went down, it looked like the inevitable was going to be happening.
Before that, after the Kansas City game, they gave up on him. We lost the Kansas City game, not because Likely's catch. No, we lost the Kansas City game because we went for it on fourth down and didn't take the fucking 3 points. And what did we lose by? We lost by 2. We kicked that field goal instead of going for it on fourth. There you go. That's half of John Harbaugh's losses. Is if you go back in the game, there was time where points were able to be put on the board, and we didn't take the points. We gambled. Well,
no,
yourself out.
No, I completely agree. I mean, you look at the fact that they have Lamar Jackson actually has some help in the backfield, being Derrick Henry. And it's like, bro, you got a 6'5", 265-pound running back that can ram it down defense's throat. You make him very well known in the first half, but the second that the second half starts, he's a fucking ghost like Jack the Ripper.
That's coaching. That's fucking coaching. That's another reason why Harbaugh is out. What the fuck? Why would anybody in the right mind? He ran it 10 times for over 100 yards in the first half. In the second half, he had 3 carries. 3 carries.
I think for 20 yards.
It don't make sense, man. It just doesn't make sense. And
bro,
Lamar Jackson cooked his ass off to get us back. Every time the Steelers scored, we went and scored. And it was bang for bang. And like I said, Zach Orr can't coach defense. He can't coach defense. Plain and fucking simple. You're playing bend, don't break, and you're losing. How do you play bend but don't break when you're losing? That is the fucking worst option.
It really is. Look,
we're gonna get. I will steal the show. Go ahead. Let's get back on topic.
Hell yeah, dude. Hey, look, we got a segment about the Ravens that are going to be coming up in just a bit. That segment is all fucking yours for the taking, my man. But for right now, we got some college sports we need to talk about. The road to the greatest college sports tournament of all time is on the horizon. You cannot tell me otherwise on that. That's right. March Madness is upon us, and man, it is sure to be a good one this year. Now, going into the season, I saw Purdue ranked above the defending champs, Florida. I honestly saw it as disrespect. But now that Florida is out of the rankings, this year's tournament is open season for anyone with their eyes on the prize. With the rankings looking the way that they do, who will emerge and be raising the national championship?
All right, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I have zero opinion because football season is still here.
That's true.
I'm starting to watch the NBA now, but I'm still on college sports. Indiana still winning big.
The last I checked, it was 42-15. Bro, what Cignetti has done for Indiana is absolutely insane. Oh boy, what is that? A margarita?
Yes, sir.
That's how you kick off a Friday night, baby, right there.
Well, no, not quite. We got one more.
Ooh, okay. All right. Well, hey, let's all right. So let's forego college basketball because why? College football is here. It's still going on. And I honestly don't know what's crazier this year overall, college football or the NFL. In 2 years, Indiana coach Kurt Cignetti turned around the entire football program, and the Hoosiers are knocking on the door for a potential appearance in a national championship. Meanwhile, Alabama would get belt to ass courtesy of Indiana. Georgia would get upset by Ole Miss, and Miami would avenge their 2002 national championship loss and beat Ohio State.
Don't ruin Mac's mood right now.
No, listen, and I hate to say this because I sound like one of them jerk-offs. I was mad because I was working during the Ohio State game, and I did not have my Nick Mangold jersey on. Every game this year that I wore the Nick Mangold jersey, we won.
Bro, Nick Mangold is a fucking pull. I applaud you for that. Wow, I didn't know he went to Ohio State.
Yeah.
That's the one. Was he the one that just recently passed away too?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, probably one of the
One of
best
my
offensive
favorite
linemen
Jets
that
offensive
the
linemen.
Jets have seen in a while too.
Oh yeah, no, and it is like
Hey, yo.
What the fuck was that?
Oh,
Yo.
well, I mean, hey, bro.
It's Friday night. Spend it how you want. But yeah, so Miami would go on to avenge their 2002 national championship loss and beat Ohio State. Regardless of who makes the national championship game, who had the most disappointing loss in the college football playoffs, Alabama or Ohio State?
I say you got to go further back than that. I think Texas Tech had the biggest disappointment loss of all the playoffs.
Okay, that's a pull. I love that.
For me, like what's happening right now to Oregon is what's blowing my fucking mind. Like I bet on Indiana, so I bet on them this morning, and I'm just like, there's no way. There's just no way. Like Oregon is good, but I just like, yes, they beat Texas Tech. I give it to them. They did. A lot of people didn't see that coming. I thought they were good enough coaching wise, schematics wise. It was a good matchup for Oregon to beat Texas Tech. But yeah, I wasn't expecting I just wasn't expecting Indiana to come out and fucking blow the fucking wheels off of them like this. 49-15 right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I've brought up 4 examples on the other show with Andrew how Oregon's choked away what should have been a great season for them 4 different occasions. So you got the 2010 Natty against Auburn.
Yep.
You have the.
Let's be real though, that was Auburn for the taking.
The very first college football playoff when they started out with 4 teams when Oregon choked away against Ohio State.
Oh yeah.
Last year, Ohio State beat the shit out of them at the Rose Bowl when Oregon was undefeated. And now you got this Oregon team once again getting raped over here, basically. And yeah.
I mean, no lies detected, my man. No lies detected. Because for so long, since 2007, Alabama was the king of college football. Now that the NIL is here, yeah, teams are definitely equal right now. And it shows.
No. I would not say Alabama was number 1. Nick Saban was number 1.
You know what? That's fair. That is fair.
Just I've been around football for years, bro, and it's just like having kids in football, having kids in Pop Warner, being around older kids, and everybody wanted to go to Alabama because of Nick Saban.
Yep. Because they knew they had a shot at a national championship, and they knew that they had a shot at a very high draft pick.
So I will say this. So players, no to both of those things. You know what it was? Playing pro schemes. Nick Saban played a professional offense and a professional defense that you could literally learn his offense and defense, and you could go right into the NFL and understand what they're doing on offense and defense.
Okay.
That right there, because the learning curve, you can go to Alabama for 1 or 2 years with Nick Saban as a head coach. Even if you don't get playing time, you can still get drafted in the late rounds.
That's true.
Because
you know
understand the pro scheme.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, a lot of guys get drafted and they don't stay in the NFL long. You want to know why? Because they don't understand the scheme. They don't understand what they're doing. They get a playbook and they're just like, how am I supposed to memorize all this? Not realizing that, you know what I mean? You got 6 different plays off of one play.
Yeah.
So there's 6 different things. They can audible it. They can change the hot route. They can do all these. So it's like you have one play, but it's got 6 different alternatives that can happen off of that one play. So being able to understand that, memorize it, and get that down and understand what your check words are, all that shit. Not everybody is built for it. You can play your ass off on the field, but if you don't know what play they're calling and you don't know how to execute said play, it doesn't matter. It don't. You can run the world's fastest 40 time. You can bench press more than everybody. You can do the greatest 3-cone drill, you know what I mean, ever. And none of that shit will matter when it comes to the NFL, because if you don't know what you're doing.
I mean, bro, you absolutely right. I was about to say, like, look at the roster, or look at the players that went through Alabama that have had such a successful career in the NFL. Julio Jones, Devontae Smith, Derrick Henry, Mark Ingram, Clinton Dix. That was the first defensive player that I named out of 4 offensive players. But like
Marlon
you said,
Humphrey.
he ran a professional offensive and defensive scheme when he was coaching at Alabama. And it showed, because since 2007, up until the year that he retired, I believe he won like close to 10 national championships for Alabama.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and like you said, that stands on business itself.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, him getting all of the players, I mean, you're talking well over 70 guys in the first 3 rounds of the draft.
Yeah, easily. I couldn't agree more.
I mean, I think it might be like 75 or 76, but I know it's over 70. Mm-hmm. And I'm just talking about the first 3 rounds. I'm not talking about all rounds. I'm just talking first 3 rounds.
Yeah. So but I feel like we're getting a little off topic here. But who had the most disappointing loss in the college football playoff?
Georgia.
Ooh, okay. You know what? That's a wild card pick.
The Ole Miss? Are you fucking my Twitter was lighting the fuck up because nobody had them. Like, nobody had number 6.
I didn't even have Ole Miss. I saw Georgia beating that ass. I was like, wow. Fucking Ole Miss came to play. But you know what? That is a wild pick, and I fucking love it. But, Terry, what say you? Who had the most disappointing loss in the college football playoffs?
I already mentioned Texas Tech with that $25 million roster.
Yeah, that you did. That you did. Man, I mean, the college football playoff bracket has just been absolutely fucking insane. But look, don't get it twisted. The college football playoff bracket, in my opinion, has been a good thing for college football. But now that we've bared witness to seeing teams go 1-6 or 1-7 or whatever the fuck they are when having a bye week, it's time to make a few more tweaks in order for it to make a more effective college football playoff. Now, should the committee ditch the first round bye and just make the college football playoff a March Madness style playoff bracket?
No. Here's my whole thing is, okay, over what, the last 10 years, it's changed, what, 2 or 3 times now? True. Okay, they just changed it, what, last year?
Yeah.
Give me 4 or 5 years. Let's see how this pans out over some you know what I mean, some length, so we can get over and over and over. So you give me 4 or 5 years. If it continues to play out like, where it's kind of like uncompetitive, where it's not really, then yes, change it. But goddamn it, don't keep changing the fucking formats and the schemes, because I just learned this shit. I thought I've learned the shit. I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of figure out what's going on. And then all of a sudden, no, we're changing the playoff format. So now I got to learn something else.
Well, Mac, I love you, buddy, but you got to understand, 3 out of the 4 teams that had a bye week, one of them is playing for a national championship appearance. And Georgia was the prime team to take it all this year.
Hey, so was Ohio State.
So you know what? You're right. Ohio State was prime to take it this year, being the defending champs.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not complaining. My whole thing is, listen, okay. Again, unfortunately, it all comes down to coaching. What do you do on that bye week? It like how do you get the best out of your players? How do you get them best ready for that game? And again, some coaches, they have shit like that in their tool bag. They know what scenarios to put out there. They know what drills to run. They know how to get their guys up and ready and prepped to go. Some guys don't. Okay. And my whole thing is, and I will say this time and time again, okay, how many Super Bowl winners have won right? Coming through the wild card, playing every single week. They don't get that bye week. How many times?
I
It's
can think
happened
of
quite
two.
often. It's happened, but I'm saying it's happened quite often, and it's like a lot of teams that win the Super Bowl don't get the bye week. Every once in a while, we'll see the number one seed actually come out and win the Super Bowl. It's happened a handful of times in my lifetime, but it's also happened a handful of times, especially for my team, is to go in, play the wild card game, play the divisional round game, play the conference. Well, I mean the conference game, the champion, the division game, and then go in and play the Super Bowl. That happened to us twice. So that's what I'm saying. Playing every single week has its advantages. You know, iron sharpens iron, or steel sharpens steel, however you want to say it. But I mean, because you stay focused. So again, that's the whole thing. It's all comes down to good coaching. Do you have your guys ready? I know they're going to be well rested, but do you have them ready?
Mm-hmm.
That
is the key thing. And as much as I don't want to give credit where credit is due, Chris, I'm looking at your ass because, man, he did say that there's a trend with teams losing that have a bye week. You know, like, fuck it. Let's ditch the bye week and straight up make it a March Madness style type of playoff bracket.
I mean,
nobody's getting rest. Nobody's got a bye week, you know.
I mean, see,
the March Madness tournament is the greatest tournament of all time. You're not changing my mind on this one.
I don't know.
Do we even want to try to?
Well, hold on. I will say the 90s into the early 2000s UFC tournaments definitely rivaled it.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah.
Got you. I'm like, hold on. I remember watching Randy Couture.
Okay, you know what? I will get 190s, 2000s UFC. You know what? That's a valid argument. That was UFC before the UFC. That is a straight up valid argument, and I will agree to you on that.
What the fuck is his name? No, it's not Ronnie Coleman. Coleman. What was
Mark
his name?
Coleman?
There you go. Mark Coleman. Mark Coleman was the baddest motherfucker. Okay, for me, and I'm sorry to get off topic here. Mark Coleman, Randy Couture, Chuck Liddell. Those are my three.
Too.
I was about to say, if you don't include Randy Couture and Chuck Liddell in that conversation,
and the crazy shit is, I'm not even thinking about how they fought each other. I'm thinking about all their other fights.
Yeah, just like the legacy that they brought to the UFC.
Here's my whole thing: is the fight where Chuck Liddell got his Iceman thing, where he was backpedaling and then kicked and knocked the guy out fucking ice cold, right? I love that. Listen, Randy Couture, the final thing that made me fall in love with him was when he was 40 years old. He fought a 6'8" Tim Silva and beat that motherfucker down, got his back and choked him out and took the heavyweight title from him. I was like, Randy Couture, I love you. I fucking love you. He was the goddamn man. Mark Coleman, I was fortunate enough. I grew up with my cousins. They used to tape the UFC matches. My aunt used to buy the pay-per-views, and they would tape them on VHS. So growing up at my grandmother's house in the early 2000s, I had all these fights. Tank Abbott, the fight where he got his eye knocked out, I had that on VHS. Like, that's the first time I seen it. Not YouTube. It was on VHS because my cousins taped it.
Oh, that is crazy work. Yeah. I fucking love that.
And then I remember that Jerome the Banner fight.
The what?
Where he had that dude in the standing crucifix and he just throwing an elbow knee the dude's head.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I saw that in like live when it was on TV and a half. I was like, oh my God, is this guy dead?
Look, I will say this. I give Chuck Liddell his flowers. I give Mark Coleman his flowers. I give Randy Couture his flowers. But being a kid, I always hated Tito Ortiz. Why? Because he was that cocky fucking bastard. Exactly. But he was doing a money draw gimmick. It fucking worked for him. looking back, maturing, is realizing what Tito did was pure genius.
Bro, listen, if there's no Tito Ortiz, I don't think there's a Conor McGregor.
Yeah, if there's no Tito Ortiz, we don't get Chuck versus Tito.
No, but understand this, Tito was the first real big antagonizer. And
yes,
he was an antagonizer. He would get on the mic and he would say all the worst shit he could. And
dude was Brock Lesnar before Brock Lesnar.
He's selling tickets. No. That's the whole thing, though. Tito had a fucking mouthpiece, okay? This motherfucker would talk shit about your grandma, your girl, your shit. He would find dirt about you and talk shit about you in interviews and go.
He'd back it up, though. That dude's cardio was insane. Yeah, I have seen his training clips when he'd go up to Big Bear, and I'm like, bro.
I got one for you. If there is no Tito Ortiz, there's no Chael Sonnen.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and it is. And Tito paved the way for a lot of these guys because he was one of those guys that would go out there and he would say controversial shit. Mm-hmm. And that's the whole thing. Like,
but they also backed it up.
But see, here's my whole thing is like, yes, of course, you better, you know what I mean? Like, you can't put yourself in that position and either not take one hell of an ass whipping or be able to at least fight like shit. Okay, but again, it's the whole thing is he understood how to draw money. It's the brain aspect of this shit. Okay, to sell tickets, to make money, to get buys, to get pay-per-view, to sell merchandise. Okay, you have to be able to put, asses in seats. You got to get viewers. You got to get people interested. And saying some off the wall crazy shit, you know what I mean? Disrespectful shit. That's how you get them. And that's my whole thing. It's just like wrestling. Wrestling's the same thing. If you can talk that shit and you can get motherfuckers invested, you can make motherfuckers hate you, or you can make motherfuckers love you. Me personally, more money is in the hatred. You make more money in the hatred than you do the love. Just saying, me personally, and it is. It's a bigger legacy. But all in all, I come back to say this, okay? This is a great year for James because James talked Miami up, okay? He did. He did. I remember he said, "Oh, okay, this like the 2001 motherfucking Miami Hurricanes, motherfucking fine." Okay,
they were robbed of the ACC championship. I ain't gonna deny that.
Well, let me go full circle here. All right, I know Chris isn't here, but Chris did. Chris banged that drum. I remember this time last year, Chris was like, "Yeah, we got Danny Pavia back again, and we're gonna go there and we're gonna make some noise." And guess what? To prove us all wrong, because we all laughed, and I think we all called like 4, 5, 6 games. You know what I mean? I even think Chris probably only called 7 games, and they eclipsed it. Wow. I tell you what, them boys, they did their thing this year. Go ahead. Fucking Vanderbilt did their goddamn thing. All right.
You goddamn right they did. I mean, bro, this season has been absolutely insane. But you know what? I'm glad we got to witness this season because we got to see Curt Cignetti do an insane 2-year turnaround for a school that's mostly known for basketball, the same way Kentucky is. We got to see Alabama basically being on the decline, and Nick Saban is essentially looking at it like, yo, am I going to have to come out of retirement to put some discipline on that ass?
No, sir. No, sir. He can go ahead and stay retired. No. Look, I mean, to be all honesty, like, okay, they didn't do as bad as I thought because I thought they would probably win 8 or less. I thought they were going to be on the lesser side. So I give it to them. They proved me wrong. They did a little better than I thought. They made it to the fucking playoffs, okay, or a bowl game. All right. So I mean, all right. But I knew that. I knew they were not going to be a good playoff team. I'm sorry. No offense to the coach. I don't like him. I don't like what he's doing. I don't like how he coaches. And that's just me personally. It could be somewhat of the players. It could be a multitude of things. But me personally, it's like with all the talent that you have, you should have at least made it to the championship game. But it's the same thing with Ohio State. That's the same problem that I have with Ohio State right now. Because I'm on the same thing is we should be in the national championship with the talent that we have, the running game that we have, with the receivers we have. We had Tate and Smith. Are you fucking kidding me? All right. So I mean, the whole thing is, boo-hoo. Ohio State fucking do better. Okay. Go over to South Carolina. Unfortunately, wasn't your year, brother. It wasn't your year, Andrew. I'm sorry. I love you, bro. Better luck next year, brother. I hope I see you in the fucking playoffs. And same thing. Terry, I'm sorry. Your boys is LSU, right?
No, UCLA.
UCLA. I'm sorry. I apologize. So again,
It was.
UCLA,
I mean, it was a hot mess this year. I mean,
listen. I hope to God you get some coaching changes. You get some new players. I hope you get some new energy in that building. I wish the best of luck for you next year.
yeah.
Andrew, what is your college again?
Me?
Yeah.
Notre Dame.
Listen. I can see a coaching change coming in your future. Best luck next year.
Marcus Freeman said he's going to be staying at Notre Dame, though. That's the thing.
Listen to me. Hey. I will tell you this, okay? How many national championships has he won? How many years has it been?
I think it's like his second or third year.
I thought this was his fourth year. I apologize. I thought last year was his third year. No, I mean, brother, I'm be honest with you. Again,
I'll probably look it up.
Notre Dame has talent. Notre Dame has talent. They're a good team. They play a lot of bad schools. No offense, they do. They play at least 4 bad teams a year. All right, those are guaranteed wins. I'm just saying that you should have 4 guaranteed wins. After that, it's playing up to your talent level.
For sure.
I wish them the best of luck. Again, like I said, if this guy can't get them to the hump, at least to the hump, get them in the playoffs, get them a win in the playoffs, then it's a hard thing for me to see going past year 3. Me personally,
he got them to the national championship last year.
No. He should win a national championship. They are Notre Dame.
Yeah, they almost won. That was a good game. Regardless, that was a good game between Ohio State and Notre Dame last year.
But was he in the playoffs this year?
No, they got fucking. They got shafted.
No, I mean I get what you're saying, but at the same time they didn't. They did it to themselves. If y'all wouldn't have lost one game, you were guaranteed in there big money. Let's roll.
I mean, look, right? I agree, but at the same time, me, Andrew, and a few other guys really said that Notre Dame is either starting 1-1 or 0-2 going into the season, playing Miami and Texas A&M their first 2 games. What happened? They won out the rest of the schedule. But sure, fucking Tulane and JMU definitely deserve to be in there over them. Oh, you should join a conference. Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe we should include G5 schools to get that ass whooped.
Now I get that, but again, here's the whole thing. When you look at everything, I guess you have to look at the entire smorgasbord of the quality of wins and the quality of losses, and that is what I have kept seeing over this year. I've seen it last year, but I've really seen it this year. Is where people made really good arguments, because it's not just like, okay, this team beat all these teams, but these teams don't mean shit. And I know they're in a lower ranked position, but my whole thing is, see these 2 teams over here? These 2 teams were ranked. They beat the shit out of them, made them unranked. Okay. Now I understand those are the 2 biggest wins, but those are still 2 big ass wins for a small school.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. And then when you look at Notre Dame and you say, well, guess what? They did get their ass whipped twice. And
no, they didn't. They were both close games.
Well, okay. I apologize. My phrasing might not be exactly correct. They lost. Okay, I apologize. They lost the games, and that put a big dent on the record. And it, as unfortunate as it was, I am going to say that this playoffs has been weird. It's been fun. I've got to I'm gonna be honest. I've only watched one, but I didn't even get to watch the Ohio State one, which I was obviously not happy about, because I was like, nobody tell me nothing. And then as soon as I walk out of work, my phone says, bloop, game over, and shows me the score, and I'm just like,
yeah. No, that must have been heartbreaking. But I'll tell you what, we got plenty of football to talk about. But Terry, I understand that you're going to be getting off pretty soon. Want to thank you for being able to come on, talk about some of the stuff that we got to talk about. Enjoy the rest of your night. Kings suck. Go Blackhawks.
You'll pay for that one next time.
Why kick a man when he's down?
What's that?
Don't kick a man when he's down.
I mean, we beat him last time like 7-1, but yeah, we suck.
Yeah.
You're all below Chris's team, Nashville, so you shut your mouth.
Hey, we're gonna beat them come tomorrow or day after because we're playing them actually.
Bedard will be out for the season. Watch.
Oh,
All right, guys.
Oh, now that's a strike, man. But hey, man, enjoy the rest of your night. Sleep well. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
All right, but we are going to take our first commercial break. When we get back, it is nothing but NFL talk. It is good. There are some insane topics that we need to discuss. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Nobody can stop me now.
All right. Welcome back, baby. Now, the NFL playoffs start tomorrow, being the wild card right now, and Buffalo is in the playoffs. Now, Josh Allen, where to begin with you, my guy? Don't get me wrong. I have liked you since the Bills have drafted you, and you have certainly turned things around and given the Bills new hope since the four falls of Buffalo. But the excuses are starting to run thin and running thin fast. It is one thing to lose to quarterbacks like that you've lost to in the playoffs, but being the same dead horse can only get you so far. Is this a year for the Bills to do something in the playoffs without Burrow, Mahomes, and Lamar Jackson?
If he doesn't, he's a failure.
Yep.
I mean, the path is lit.
Yep.
Save your coach's job. Save your coach's job.
You literally couldn't have a clearer path to the Super Bowl.
I mean, who else in the AFC? You're going to tell me the Texans?
I wouldn't say the Texans. I would literally say the 1 and 2 seed being the Broncos and Patriots. They have a solid squad, don't get me wrong, but this is a year for Josh Allen.
Hold on. Pause here. Decent defense is going to stop that Broncos offense. Just saying. They've got nobody that scares me on that Broncos offense. They're just good enough to beat you. They put just enough points. So if you're telling me you get a good enough defense that stops them and they can put up 3 touchdowns, you can win that game.
You really could. I mean, right now, the only leading man that the Broncos have on defense is PS2, Patrick Surtain. But I completely agree with what you're saying. I mean, look, outside of the Broncos, I will give the Patriots credit where credit is due. I really think that they could give the Bills a run for their money. However, playoff experience speaks for itself, especially for a guy like Josh Allen.
I mean, I guess the whole thing is at this point, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. You're not going up against great teams. You've got a good defense. You've got a hell of an offense. So what's the excuse now?
Yeah.
There's no excuse.
There's definitely no excuse. I completely agree. I completely agree with what you're saying, my man. I really do. Like, the excuses are on very thin ice right now. Like, bro, you don't have 3 out of the best 4 quarterbacks. I will put Allen in that category. But at the same time, it's like, bro, for the AFC playoffs, it is literally yours for the taking. If, God forbid if, the Bills lose to the Jaguars in the wild card, Allen has no excuses moving forward.
Look, man, at this point, the Bills, I hope and pray that they can make something happen, because it is like they are not the best team in the league, but they've got the best opportunity to run. Like, yes, the Broncos might be able to beat them, but again, I don't see them
might be.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, outside of it's just the Texans and the Broncos. Those are the only. Like, I think the Chargers are in the playoffs. So the fucking Chargers.
You sleeping on the Patriots?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Like, hold on, hear me out.
Okay. Yep.
One of the worst defenses in the league is the Ravens defense. Am I correct? We were one of the worst teams in the league this year. And we almost won that game. If it wasn't for John Harbaugh, we win that game.
You know what? I'd say so. Or actually,
correction. If we take the points, that's our game.
I was going to say correction. If it wasn't for John Harbaugh and Zay Flowers, yeah, the Ravens easily take that game. I will die on that hill.
No. That's my point. It is John Harbaugh. Why were we throwing the ball?
It doesn't matter. Wide receivers and running backs need to learn fucking protection.
We should have been running the ball. That's my point. That is my point. We should have been running the ball. There's no way you have Derrick Henry and he doesn't get 25 touches a game. 25 touches a game.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Bro, the videos I have prepared to send you, oh, man, you are going to completely agree 100%. I'm guaranteeing this, but I completely agree with you. When you got a guy like Derrick Henry in the backfield and you are running him ragged in the first half and the defense has no answer for him, you let him go 3 for what, 21?
Yeah, I'm be honest. I don't know the exact stat on that, but it's
No. But
again, my whole thing is with that is if the Ravens defense stopped them enough to where if it wasn't for dumbass fucking coaching, we would have been able to win that game. But again, hold on. Here's my whole thing is this goes back to, again, this is on John Harbaugh because I'm tired of putting it on coordinators. I'm tired of just putting it on coordinators. That's the whole thing. John Harbaugh finally has to think like that. The whole thing is what I hear people saying, oh, he wanted to run it back one more time. That's what he said last year. Let me run it back one more time. He kept Monken. He kept Orr. And it's the same fucking result. Oh, no, my bad. It's worse. And you want me to say, okay, let's keep doing this. Let's just keep trying to find coordinators and put them in here. Motherfucker, you've been on our team for 18 fucking years and you ain't learned defense, offense. You ain't learned play calling. You ain't got the playbook memorized. You ain't got none of that shit for nothing else. You can't call nothing. You can't take the reins and say, no, we calling I-6 left 48. Motherfucker, we running the ball with Henry. You take control. No, fuck that. We doing this. Not once. It's always the coordinator.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Fuck that.
Unfortunately,
it's going to be funny as shit. Wherever he goes, he doesn't have a Ray Lewis. He doesn't have Ed Reed. He doesn't have a motherfucker who's good at coaching other people up. Who's good at lifting other people up. Teaching other people how to be the best of the fucking best. And what we have is we've got 6 guys on our team right now that are fucking top 5 or top 10 at their positions. Okay, so again, Eric Acosta doing a great job at bringing guys in. Okay, he's going to keep bringing young guys in. Us having the guys that can teach them right now, we are wasting Lamar Jackson's time. We have a decent defense. If we fucking go back to 3-4 defense, have fucking 4 or 5 motherfuckers down on the line of scrimmage every fucking down. You can't run against us. We're going to blitz your ass. We're going to hit that fucking quarterback. Get rid of this fucking 4-3 defense. Let's get back to Baltimore fucking football. Like, I mean, that's what
get back to the bullies of Baltimore. Get back to that fucking standard.
Listen to me. I feel bad, and I'm telling you this. I feel bad for any team that hires John Harbaugh because you think you're going to be, oh, man, this guy won a fucking Super Bowl and everything. Understand this, again, and I will reiterate this. All right. I think what was it? It was week 10 in Baltimore, the year we won the Super Bowl. His Super Bowl, he fired Cam Cameron because I think we lost three or 4 straight games.
How is he gone? He's under contract.
Lamar Jackson is not gone. Lamar Jackson's not being traded. Lamar Jackson is Baltimore, brother.
Yeah.
I don't understand. That's one of the other reasons why Harbaugh is out. Because what did they do? They said, are we gonna try to pitch running it back again to Lamar, or are we gonna go make changes? Because the whole thing is there's a bunch of us rattling at the motherfucking gates. Why would he go to the Vikings?
He's going somewhere, but it ain't to the fucking Vikings. The Vikings wasted a fucking draft pick on JJ McCarthy.
What? JJ McCarthy is good. He is good.
He can't stay healthy.
Okay, but when he's healthy, he's good.
This season.
Okay. It happens.
Even in the preseason, they were like, well, you know what? JJ can't stay healthy again. How's it going to look for the Vikings moving forward this season if he gets a start? Who was the Vikings' backup quarterback? It is only a matter of time before Justin Jefferson pulls a Stephon Diggs. It's like, yep,
hear me out.
This shit, I'm out.
Hear me out. We're going to talk about the Vikings. This is what the Vikings should do. The Vikings, right, going to offseason, sign Joe Flacco to a 2-year contract. That's your guaranteed backup. All right. He's still able to throw the ball very well.
Being Sam Darnold, and they let him walk for a 3-year, $100 million contract.
Okay,
look where Seattle is now. Look where they are.
Hold up. Okay.
Hold up.
Exactly. So no. So what is his name? It's McSomething. The McConnell or O'Connell. The head coach for the Vikings.
Kevin O'Connell.
Him and Mike McDaniel play a very, very, very similar offensive style.
Yeah, but he's still going to put up numbers, though, Arthur. Dumbass.
You just watched Phillip Rivers at what is he, 4 or 5 years older?
45 years old.
Exactly. And come up and put up numbers and touchdowns in the NFL from the fucking couch.
He was retired for 5 years, mind you.
Like, come on, broski. Make it make sense here, bro. If you're trolling, that's one thing, but at least be good at it.
Oh, yeah. No, I completely agree. But this is the segment that is yours, my man. I'm going to hype you up for this shit, and I'm going to let you take the fucking rant. Yeah, you better chug that fucking shit, because I really don't get fans sometimes. Heckling and crashing out is one thing, but to stalk a player's social media and openly comment death threats, that's where you cross a line, and you should no longer consider yourself a fan. You should renounce yourself as a fan.
Hold on.
Baltimore did everything in their power that they could against the Steelers to take the AFC North. But because the Ravens kicker missed the game-winning field goal, people are sending him death threats. Not to mention Lamar did everything in his power he could to help the Ravens essentially limp into the playoffs. I said what I said. Anyways, though, after the game against the Steelers, does Lamar Jackson get a pass for the Ravens missing the playoffs? The floor is yours, my man.
Yes. There's multiple games this year. 5 points or less that we lost. Now I have to pull it up just so I can have the actual numbers.
I mean, it's always going to. This is my gimmick, my man. This is my fucking gimmick. Bro, you give me a bandana, I'm pulling a Charlie Sheen from Hollywood Undead.
Tell me you're scared without telling me you're scared.
Exactly. But like I said, my man, the floor is yours. You know, This is about the Baltimore Ravens and what they did this season. Take it away.
All right. So starting off the year, was it season? All right. The Bills. How many times did we go for it and didn't make it? That was twice, right? And then the defense stopped them.
Yep.
And then Bills got the ball back again from a turnover. Because again, bad play calling. Like here's my whole thing is, okay. And again, this comes down to coaching. All right. As a coach, all right, you're running the ball to the left. Okay. As a coach, you stand on the sideline and you see Okay, there's 6 guys on the left side. There's 6 guys over there. And at no point do you have somebody flash a sign, call an audible, say nothing. You do nothing. And this happens 6 to 7 times a game where clearly you can see what's going down on the field. You can see that they're loaded to this side. You can see that the box is fucking full.
Yep.
Box is full. And you say, okay, I'm going to pitch it out. I'm just going to say, I'm going to pitch it to the outside. But the box is full. Everybody's up by the line. No, if there's time, you know what I mean, to throw a short pass, to go over them, you know what I mean, little out route, what? Because you know they're running zone. No. Todd Monken sitting up in the booth that can see this shit says, yeah, that's the play we're going to call.
Thank you.
You got 15 seconds. You got 15 seconds as a coach.
Yeah.
No. I think it's up to 15 seconds. Once there's 15 seconds left on the clock, that's when the connection is cut. But up until the 15-second mark, you have to control. And you're not going to tell me half the time they're on the ball before that mark. And no call was made. And this is why I say John Harbaugh again. And then what does he do? What does he coach? He coaches special teams, 4th downs, baby. He's the 4th down guy. Yeah. Matter of fact, go. You want to do it, Lamar? You want to do it, Lamar? Yeah, let's go. Go. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, a good chunk of time they did make it. But a lot of those times it was unnecessary. Anytime you're in field goal range, kick the fucking ball. Why are we not kicking the ball? Take the fucking
Get
point.
the goddamn points. It is not that hard.
Again with the Lions. It is the same fucking thing. Motherfuckers going for it on the 4th downs. Why are you going for it on 4th down?
Well, I mean, for starters, that's Dan Campbell for you, though.
No, but you're supposed to be John Harbaugh, not Dan Campbell.
I will easily take Dan Campbell over John Harbaugh.
Okay. Now this was Flop City right here. All right. Ravens versus the Chiefs. Okay. Motherfucker, once the Chiefs started blowing down the field, guess what? Motherfuckers didn't want to hear the coach no more. Motherfuckers just like, fuck it, man. Like, god damn, bro. And then what was next? Right? So following week, here come the Texans. You know what? Baltimore can beat the Texans. We was the favorite. Like, yeah, we at home. We gonna kick the shit out of Texans. We gonna be right back on it. Okay. Boom, bang, bang. Got our fucking teeth kicked in. Bad coaching. Okay. Like, you're playing zone. Okay. You got a guy.
I'm pretty sure that the Texans were playing man.
Nobody playing behind him. Why the fuck are you doing that?
Yeah,
literally.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that the Texans were playing man defense.
Higgins twice for touchdowns. Went right to the edge. Right to the edge.
Oh,
he did that multiple times throughout the game and got touchdowns, bro. And that was the whole thing. Simple defense. Why the fuck? Why are we not covering? Why is nobody over there to cover that guy? If you're going to play zone, somebody needs to be over that way before he gets there.
No, for sure.
And again, 44-10, bro. We were supposed to have a Super Bowl team. We were supposed to have a top 5 defense. Like that, it was predicted. We just won the Triple Crown.
Well, there's a lot of things you can control.
No.
Unfortunately, the outcome of a game isn't one of them.
Yes. Next up, another loss to the LA Rams at home. So now this is back-to-back losses at home. Home field advantage. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? We cheer, we scream. RAVENS, Ravens. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we do. And you're gonna tell me that this is the performance you put up? You give away 44 points, and then the defense does their fucking job. Defense come to show. Like, oh shit, defense might be turning around right here. They only gave up 17 points, but the fucking Ravens could only put up 3 fucking points. 3 points. 3 points, bro. 3 of them.
Yeah, that's never a good thing at the end of the day.
So I'm like, okay, no problem. Ravens go on a little bit of a winning streak, and I get it. But mind you, that winning streak is against the Jets, the Browns, the Vikings, the Dolphins, and the Bears. Now the Bears are good. So
Yep.
and we beat them 13. That was a good.
Hold up. So how many games of those was Tyler Huntley starting before Lamar came back?
Tyler Huntley, I believe he started the fucking what was that? Yeah, he started. I know he started the Dolphins game. I think he played. Yeah, I think he came in on the Bears game.
Okay.
I think Lamar Jackson got hurt. He either got hurt against the Texans or the Rams. I think it might have been the Rams. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, regardless aside, look, I don't get it twisted.
No.
I do like Tyler Huntley as a backup, but at the same time, I feel like the Ravens should go out and get somebody that actually knows a fucking playbook.
My whole thing is, like, again, you have to understand, okay, John Harbaugh is a buddy guy. He wants to hire his buddies. That's why did you see the list of demands that he posted? He wants $20 million a year. He wants a $10 million budget for his coordinators and coaches. He he made his list of demands. He wants to pick his GM, and he wants to have pick a personnel and picking players and shit.
You know what?
List of demands. And this is no, bro, but this is the funniest shit, bro, because whoever fucking gets him as a head coach, you just got fleeced.
Well, here, I will say this.
Listen, hold on.
Was he the head coach for the Ravens in 2000?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, one Super Bowl in the amount of time that you've been there? Yeah.
You had, and this is my whole thing is, okay, with Joe Flacco, it took him 5 years. 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years to get it with Flacco.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. So when you finally got one with Flacco, all right, you have Flacco for 3 more years after that shit, and then that's, you know what I mean, after 2015 when he got hurt, he had a couple down years because from what it looked like he was scared to get hit again and get hurt again.
Yeah.
And it
well,
took him
on
a little
top
while
of that,
to get over
Flacco
that.
was in his prime, and at the same time, it was also like, you know, he was making some very good throws, but it also helps when you have a guy like Jacoby Jones, RIP.
Well, no, Torrey Smith was a much bigger receiver than Jacoby Jones was. Jacoby Jones was our motherfucking. He had a couple really big receptions, like the Mile High Miracle. He had the Mile High Miracle catch. Okay, yeah. I give it to you. But again, Torrey Smith was Joe Flacco's go-to guy.
Okay, that
was Joe Flacco's go-to guy on our Super Bowl run. Anquan Bolden on our Super Bowl run. Dennis Pitta on our Super Bowl run. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just telling you, Ray motherfucking Rice, Vontae Leach. Vontae motherfucking Leach. I'm gonna say it. Vontae motherfucking Leach. Said it 3 times for him, bro. That motherfucker was a monster. Listen, we got him and
Ray Rice was a real motherfucking monster. That dude was Ahmad Bradshaw and Brandon Jacobs in one human being.
4th and 29, and he got it.
Yeah,
that's that right there. If it wasn't for him making that play, we don't make the playoffs. We don't win that Super Bowl. Yeah, that was the most crucial point, and that's why I don't give a fuck. Like, I understand Ray Rice did a fucked up thing, and I don't condemn that shit. But I will say this for the Baltimore Ravens, he
on the field, that dude was a fucking baller.
Without him, there's no Super Bowl. Period.
Yes.
Period.
Yep. I'm not talking
about postseason. I'm talking about regular season. He doesn't do that. We don't make that further. We don't win that game. Like, bro, that's done. It's done. We don't make the playoffs. So again, yeah, bro. And again, and haha to Phillip Rivers, motherfucker. Joe Flacco got one, and you ain't get shit.
Well, he got something, but he got 9 of them. Being kids.
I mean, I guess they're just as good at Super Bowls. I mean, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
kids.
they'll get something. They'll get something.
But no, at the end of the day, like I said, it doesn't matter what team gets John Harbaugh. You better hope and pray he doesn't try to bring Zach or Monken with him. He like he's gonna live and die by his coordinators. He picks up some good young coordinators, he might be able to flourish. But I think that the issue is he's probably going to go back to old school. He's gonna get a couple guys that he knew from before. He's gonna have a vanilla offense. He's gonna have a vanilla defense. You have to understand, this is a guy who's a special teams coach. He does not challenge. He does not challenge his coordinators. He lets them control their part of the ball, and he's the head coach. He's the motivator. That's what he is. He is not a fucking football minded like. He knows X's and O's. He's coming up with plays. He's fucking understanding every X and O's. He's memorizing all the plays. That's not him. Mm-hmm. How many times, legitimately, how many times have you seen him on the sideline with a fucking clipboard that's got the plays on it, and he's sitting there trying to call something? Never. He doesn't, bro. And I hate to say it, but he's a great coach. He's a player's coach, 100%. If you got a Super Bowl roster and you got a nucleus and he can get some good coordinators, you might be able to make a little bit of noise with him because he's going to rah-rah some guys up. But my problem is, over time, that shit will get stale. And if you don't have the Super Bowl caliber team, how is he getting to the Super Bowl? No. He's not going to coach guys to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is not a positional coach. He's a special teams guy. You know what I mean? Like he wants to do.
He's expecting to have players that already know what they're doing.
But that's the whole thing. He's a coordinator guy. Mm-hmm. He's old, he's still going to do the same thing he did in Baltimore. He is not going to call offense or defense. It's just not going to happen. So that is a liability as a head coach.
No, for sure. I completely agree.
That's what I've said on this show. I've said it on Andrew's show. I've said it on multiple platforms. John Harbaugh is fortunate that he got Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and Haloti Ngata and Joe Flacco and Ray Rice and Torrey Smith and Marshall Yanda, okay, and Arthur Jones, R.I.P. You know what I mean? And fucking Ellerby and fucking Webb and Smith and all of Jimmy Smith, by the way. But again, all of these guys they had that carried them to this greatness. Ray Lewis saying, "This is my final year. I'm done. Let's go." Like, you understand all of the commitment, all the love, all the the way we were up here. And it's just like, since then, it has been like, this. Like, we just riding it out. And then, I mean, can you imagine, like, you win 14, you win 14 games and you know what I'm saying, you don't even make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, in a way, the Ravens have become their own version of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And again, this is my other thing is, without Lamar Jackson, say we don't get Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Say we let it ride with Flacco, and we, you know what I mean. We do. How long do you think Harbaugh would have lasted? 2, 3, 4 years? There's no way he makes it past 2020. There's no way he makes it past 2020 without Lamar Jackson. He does not make it past 2020. If he makes it past 2018, and that's why I'm saying, like, Lamar Jackson gave him even more longevity to his career, and he should be grateful for that. But I'm telling you, it is buy or beware. I would sign him as a special teams coach all day long, especially for what they're doing now. He could probably come up with some really cool shit. But as far as you want him to be your head coach, buy or beware. Buy or beware.
Yeah. No, buyer beware for sure. I completely agree. But the playoffs are about to start this weekend, but man, oh man, what a season it has been this year for the NFL. From Mahomes, Burrow, and Jackson missing the playoffs to the Broncos claiming the number 1 seed in the AFC, with the Patriots being the number 2 seed in the AFC as well, to the Seahawks claiming the 1 seed in the NFC, and of all teams, the Bears claiming are the 2 seed as well. With the playoffs happening this weekend, which quarterback is under the most pressure with the playoffs on the horizon.
So the players?
No, which quarterback?
Herbert.
Ooh, okay. I was gonna say Josh Allen.
Listen. The fact that I said this over 10 years ago now, because I think it was after we won the Super Bowl. I have a buddy who's a big Green Bay fan, and he was like, huh, you know what I mean? He laughed at, Joe Flacco's bum ass got a Super Bowl. And I was like, exactly. So now bum ass Joe Flacco's got one Super Bowl, and Aaron Rodgers got one Super Bowl, right?
You can't say shit.
And here's my thing is I get it. Aaron Rodgers in his day, he was good for years. Okay. He got his MVPs, but my whole thing is you still only got one, bitch. And he had good defenses, and that's the whole thing. Mike McCarthy fucked that shit up. Aaron Rodgers fucked that shit up being a crybaby. And I'll say that wholeheartedly. Fucking talented, but he's a goddamn crybaby.
2 words, baby. Eli fucking, or 3 words. Eli fucking Manning. Eli Manning beat that bitch in his prime. That's not the point.
Brady?
No, I'm saying like Eli Manning beat Aaron Rodgers in the 2011-2012 playoffs when Aaron Rodgers was in his prime, and the Green Bay Packers were the defending Super Bowl champions.
So, all right. So I'm looking at the AFC right now. All right. So this is just my third eye. This is how I see it.
All right.
Buffalo should beat Jacksonville. If Buffalo loses to Jacksonville, McDermott is gone. I'm telling you, he's out the door. He's out the door. Like, that motherfucker ain't even getting on the team plane. That motherfucker is going a different way. He's going. You're taking Delta.
That man is going down a spiral.
You ain't getting on the team plane, motherfucker. You just go ahead. Here's your walking papers. As soon he getting off the field, they handing him the papers. You don't even go. Your shit's already sitting back over there. Grab that bag and just head on to the motherfucking airport. You gone.
Straight facts.
Right. But Buffalo should win that game. All right. So Buffalo wins that game. They got to play Denver. Right. Buffalo, in all intents and purposes, should win this game. Now, understand Denver's defense. Everybody talking about Denver's defense. Denver's defense is good, but people can score on them. There's ways to score on them. Okay. When you put 3 guys together and have them all run different motherfucking ways, it's very hard to cover that shit man to man, press all up in your ass. All right. Surtain is good, but motherfucker, you can't guard 3 motherfuckers. Sorry, you can't. Okay, so
you really can't. No, I'll agree to that.
So they've got the tricks, and McDermott's smart enough to figure out the ways to do it. And you got Cook. You got Cook coming out the backfield. You can dink and dunk them motherfuckers all game long because they're going to play back. They're not going to play press up on a fucking running back, because if you do that shit, then guess what happens? Josh Allen going to run the fucking ball, and you don't want that motherfucker running the ball. So you have to play somewhat conservatively unless you play a spy game, and then they're playing man coverage, and then you pick them the fuck apart. You know what I'm saying? Like and again, you let Cook run that bitch. All right. So again, but Jacksonville could stun. It could stun. They've stunned us a couple times this year. That's why where they are now.
They really fucking have. That's a crazy thing.
So I give them that. It's a possibility. I see it. I see there's ways of it happening. So I'm not completely ruling it out, but I like Buffalo. I think if Josh Allen has a year, it's this motherfucking year. All right. Now let's go to the next one.
Better be this fucking year.
The Chargers versus New England. Now, I know you like Drake May. I like Drake May too. I think he wins this game. You know what I'm saying? I think he beats the Chargers because the Chargers have a good coach. Jim Harbaugh, that motherfucker's a coach. He's a defensive-minded motherfucking coach who understands offense. Okay?
The only successful defensive-minded head coach in today's modern fucking era.
What? Motherfucking the Viking. Okay.
Well, the fucking Jets have Aaron Glenn. Look what they did. They didn't record a single interception this year. Interceptions were recorded back in the 1920s.
Hold on. Did they not trade away Sauce?
They did.
Okay, hold on. Did they not trade away Williams? Their best defensive lineman.
I mean, that's a Jets move, and that's on fucking them.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the defense took a little bit of a step down, but they
took major step downs. Fuck you on.
No offense, bro. But why didn't Sauce Gardner have 10 interceptions then a year? You know, why didn't Quentin Williams have motherfucking what was that 15, 20 sacks a year? You know what I'm saying? Like their defense was so good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like it was. They were a good defense, but it wasn't like they was putting up spectacular numbers. Like they're fitting to get huge money.
Yeah.
Guess what? Aaron Glenn now has the cap space, draft picks, and ability to get any team he wants, and he can build it from scratch right now.
They still won't do shit.
Okay. Again, this is your opinion. Aaron Glenn, I think, is going to be a very good head coach. Here's my whole thing is, again, and I've told you this before, 3 years. Give me 3 years. Give me 3 fucking years. After 3 years, then let's talk that shit, baby. Fuck you. Fuck you. You ain't did shit for 3 fucking years. You had 3 years to put your imprint on this team and do what you needed to do. If you can't make the playoffs by year 3, if you don't show promise by year 3, get the fuck out of there. I wholeheartedly, I do. I believe every team, unless you go 3-29 in your first 2 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, or 3-20, I think it was, or 3-18. I can't remember what the fuck. The one who coached the Cleveland Browns.
Motherfucking Hugh Jackson. Yeah.
Like that motherfucker, that was like, nah, bro. After year 2, it's like, fire that fire. You know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, like I do. I believe every coach should have at least 3 years to put their imprint on their team, but you also have to pick the players that they want. You know what I mean? Not every player. Of course, you can't give them say so on every player, but you can say, listen, if you could pick any 3rd round guy and you could pick any 5th round guy, who would they be? And if you can convince me, I'll pick your guys.
You know what? That's
listen. Not only that, this is our 1st and 2nd round pick. If this guy comes, this is who we're gonna pick. This guy comes, what's your input? All right, I'll give you an input. I'll give you an input on these guys. And if you've got one suggestion for each of these picks, who would it be? You know what I mean? Like that and that's the GM to the coach. My whole thing is in this whole thing. They should be on the same page or on a similar page, not the same page. Because a GM has got to be able to make moves like a business. A coach has got to be able to coach the team that he puts on the field. Now, of course, it's a GM's job to go get talent, but it's ultimately the coach's job to put them in the right place to make them succeed. Now, the whole thing is if you can't teach them your scheme, then you might have to alter your scheme to fit them. And I think that's a lot of time. But seriously, I think that's a lot of issues that some of these coaches are having, especially first-time head coaches. You come in there and you want to change the whole team to your scheme. And sometimes that can work. Sometimes that don't work at all because you don't have guys that you're able to move around and mix around and set that up. And you don't have all the draft picks to do that. And honestly, some teams don't have the GMs to do the right work. To draft the right guys. And it's a shame because you see really good, talented kids, you know, from high-ranking schools that, no offense, you look at them on tape and it's like the 1 or 2 things they do really well. Everything else, they're shitty. And they wind up being some of the best guys. You want to know why? Because I'm looking for a guy who does what I need him to do. I don't give a fuck how well-rounded he is. I don't give a fuck about him zone blocking because all I'm going to have him do is run the motherfucker over in front of him. You get him and take him to the sideline.
No, for sure, man. For sure.
That's it. It's all I want you. Every play, I want you to grab your motherfucking man and take him to the sideline. And, you know what I mean? Run him into the fucking ground. That's what you do every fucking play. And when you have, you know what I mean? It's a mentality. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Regarding Houston, Pittsburgh. Again, I'm sorry. I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers succeed at all. I hope this is nice, quick, and painful.
Mhm.
Again, I did say quick, but I did say painful.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers score one fucking touchdown. Not
Yeah.
fucking one. Houston, I think, is a top 5 defense this year, if not number fucking 1 or 2. Okay,
Yeah.
This is a great defense, great pass rush, great coverage. I hope D'Amico Ryans kills it. I mean, like, bro, I want to see him in the AFC Championship, and I think that's the difference. In that he's the reason why New England doesn't get to the AFC Championship.
Damn.
And I know you I'll let you have your words in 1 second, but that's just my theory. That's how I see it going. You can make your rebuttal.
Well, no, it's more so like which quarterback from the AFC and which quarterback from the NFC do you see is under the most pressure going into the playoffs?
Okay. Herbert's got the most pressure.
Well, I was going to say Josh Allen because it's literally open season for the guy. Herbert has plenty of years left ahead of him.
Okay, so I thought you said pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, understand, Josh Allen has played in the playoffs. He's won some games in the playoffs. He has experience in the playoffs.
Mhm.
What has Herbert won in the playoffs?
Yeah, that you know what? Valid, very valid, very valid.
And that's why, Stroud is super fucking young. Aaron Rodgers is on his way out. You know what I'm saying? Drake May has showed great promise this year and really the next step. So he's got a bright future ahead of him. Trevor Lawrence has sealed the deal with Jacksonville, like, bro, mwah, chef's kiss. He is definitely taking a big a second stride, okay, showing all the promise this year. And I can't even if he doesn't, you know what I mean, do anything. If he does lose, I still look forward to what's going to happen next year.
Oh, for sure.
I don't want them to get rid of him at all. He's great. I am very happy with him.
All right. So what about the NFC?
So moving over to the NFC, so Seattle, number 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to go up against the Rams, but I will say, or Carolina, because you know what I mean. It's funny to see Carolina at number 4.
It really is. It's crazy for that matter.
I mean, they won their division. Hey, so you know what I'm saying? Good on them.
Good for Carolina. Yeah, absolutely. Good on them.
It is going to be a long game for Carolina if they stay competitive.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to be a long game because, I mean, Matthew Stafford will throw it to the end. He will throw it to the end to try to win this fucking game.
Oh,
and I mean,
especially when you got Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. Yeah, Stafford is going to be throwing that ball all damn day.
I mean, so he's got Rico. So I mean, you got Rico, you got McMillan. You know what I'm saying? It's I think it would have don't they have Tremmel?
They might.
Or no, is he on New York? Or did he go to Carolina? Because I thought it was Tremmel. Or Tremble. I don't fucking know. The tight end. That's what I'm thinking of. And then, you know what I mean? They had Leggett, but Leggett ain't did shit. I picked him up on fantasy football. I was mad as shit. I think he was either my last pick or my second to last pick. And I was like, motherfucker, I wasted a pick on that bitch. I'm like, God damn, man.
Oh, man. But I'll tell you what, we're going to, the playoffs are definitely going to be a fun one. We're going to see what happens, but we're going to take our final commercial break. And with Indiana putting belt to ass on fucking Oregon, we are going to come back and we're going to make our national championship predictions, followed by our wild card predictions come tomorrow. See y'all in just a bit.
Nobody can stop me now.
All right. Welcome back. In just a week and a half, January 19th, Monday night, the national championship will be held in Miami, and Miami Hurricanes have home field advantage shortly after Indiana put straight belt to ass on Oregon. So now the national championship is set up between Miami and Indiana. Who walks away raising that national championship trophy, baby?
Just because I'm going to be controversial to you, I'm going to say Indiana.
I mean, that's not too controversial because I myself, I'll take Indiana as well. They're what Kurt Cignetti has done.
What?
Yeah, I said what I said. What Kurt Cignetti has done in the 2 years that he's been at Indiana, mind you, a school that is mostly known for fucking basketball. He turned that school around and is practically making it a destination for future football players. Bro is about to make Indiana essentially the Alabama of the Big Ten in the 2 years that he's been there. They won their first Big Ten championship in nearly 60 years. They are the first team to break the bye-week winless streak and everything like that.
Listen, you don't have to tell me all that. I'm just saying, Miami, the U, okay, has been your team. This is the team you love. This team you hype. This team you motherfucking blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Especially the throwback. So it's like you talking shit about him earlier this year. I watched some of the episodes, and it's like, you know, I've seen you rah-rah about him.
Tell me.
So
ask my opinion on them about who should have gotten into the college football playoffs, them or Notre Dame. Because I will die on the hill that Notre Dame should have gotten in.
Notre Dame wouldn't have made this run.
Oh, I guarantee Notre Dame would have made this run. Fucking revenge tour, baby. They were on a goddamn. I foresaw that Notre Dame was going to start 1-1 or 0-2 to start the season. They won out the rest of their schedule. Miami lost to two unranked teams. Do I compliment Miami doing what they did for this college football playoffs? Absolutely, yeah. You put Notre Dame in the same goddamn situation, I guarantee they make the same goddamn run.
Okay.
Hell,
well,
put
like
Tulane and JMU in Notre Dame's schedule. Do you foresee JMU or Tulane going 10-2?
Hold on. And how many? Indiana ran the board, right?
Yeah.
And what was the best teams that they beat?
Oregon, Ohio State in the Big Ten championship. I believe they beat them during the regular season, or no?
No, they beat them in the championship.
Yeah.
So,
but who did Ohio State face?
Off the top of my head, don't know. Can't
exactly.
Remember. Okay. Now you're gonna talk shit. Now I'm pulling them.
But no, this isn't about Notre Dame. This isn't about Miami. This isn't about Ohio State. This is about what the national championship looks like right now and what
We whipped Michigan's ass.
After getting that ass beat for 4 years. After getting that ass beat for 4 years.
Hold on. We beat Purdue's ass. We beat
Notre Dame.
Penn State's ass. We murdered Wisconsin. We kicked the shit out of Illinois. We kicked the shit out of fucking Minnesota. We beat we beat Washington. We beat Ohio. We killed Grambling State. We beat Texas. We kicked the shit out. Oh no, never mind. That was the year before. I was going to say we kicked the shit out of Notre Dame, but that was 2025.
Yeah. Yeah, but you got to take into consideration the final score for Texas and Ohio State was 14-7. You beat Grambling State. Oh my fucking god! Literally, any fucking Indiana would have whooped that ass worse than Ohio State did.
No, I mean, look. Here's my whole thing: is Arch Manning went 17 for 30, 170 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. All right. Sayan went 13 for 20, 126, 1 touchdown, no interception. All right. Donaldson had that's the whole thing. Like Texas defense was stout. They were. Like Ohio State has a total of 87, 88, 89. 89 fucking rushing yards total for the entire game. And that's quarterback and both running backs. Right? Tate Smith. Tate had 2 catches for 49 yards and 1 touchdown. And mind you, this is a 6'4 motherfucker that can run routes. All right. And then Jalen Smith, that quick, speedy motherfucker, 6 catches, 43 yards, no touchdowns. So, I mean, this was a good game between two good teams, and especially early in the year. Like, this was a great game. And for Ohio State to walk out of there with the win, that was big. Because, like, remember, Ohio State scored in the second quarter, and then nobody scored in the third, and then in the fourth quarter, Texas scored, and then Ohio State scored at the end to seal the deal.
Yeah, no, for real.
So
I completely agree.
They had good wins. There was a reason they were ranked. It was a reason they were really fucking good, and they went on a run. So my whole thing is like I know now we look at it. Okay, Washington might not have been that big of a deal. Minnesota, Illinois, okay, Wisconsin. That's 34-0.
Illinois was meh.
Yeah, but I'm
like,
saying
they came off a win against USC, but it was still meh at the end of the day.
But hold on. We're talking 34-16 though. Wisconsin 34-0. Okay, Penn State 14-38. Purdue 34-10. UCLA 10-48. Rutgers 9-42. Ohio, you know what I mean? Michigan 27-9. And then they got the Indiana, and it was 13-10. It was like, damn, man, that was supposed to be a classic. And Ohio State was supposed to come away. So Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl Classic, they went against Miami and they shit the fucking bed.
But yo, for real, national championship, Miami versus Indiana. Who you got?
Indiana. I took Indiana because I was taking the long shot, but Miami's got a good shot. I'm giving it to them lately. Miami's definitely got a good shot, and you know what? I mean, low-key, I kind of want to say it.
No, I'm definitely going to take Indiana in this one. I love the type of football that Miami has been playing, but man, oh man, if there's one thing that I've learned since the college football playoffs have begun, do not bet against Kurt Cignetti. That dude is about as emotionless on the sideline as Nick Saban during his Alabama days. So, but this Saturday and Sunday, the wild card matchups start. And boy, oh boy, are there some good ones going into this weekend. First up, we got the LA Rams going into Charlotte, North Carolina to take on the NFC South champion Carolina Panthers.
It's going to be a good game. Matthew Stafford is going to make a challenge of this if they don't blow him the fuck out. Yeah, I see the Rams winning this. If the Rams don't, like, I'm just saying, if Stafford don't win this game, I think it's pretty much you getting close. You getting close to retirement, my brother.
Oh,
you know,
for
like,
sure.
You won a Super Bowl. I give that to you, but it's like, and how unfortunate it is, it's just like Aaron Donald ain't there.
Yeah.
If that team had Aaron Donald still on that front, fucking like no problem, bro. They probably would have been a playoff contender the last year and the year before that.
Straight facts.
but it's been 2 years since he's been retired, so it's like, fuck, bro. Like you know what I mean? Not having him there is a big pain. But like I said, at the same time, it's it is what it is.
Yeah.
I like the Rams.
I like the Rams too. I really feel like this is going to be a good learning experience for the Carolina Panthers, especially going into next season. Man, oh man, is the NFC South going to be sizzling hot between the Panthers and the Buccaneers. I can't wait for next season, man. I'll tell you that. But I'll tell you what I cannot wait for tomorrow. That is the irony. That is this game being the Green Bay Packers going into Soldier Field to take on the Bears. The ultimate NFL rivalry for a wild card game.
I'll say one of the better ones, but I don't like Green Bay. I don't. I don't. They're inconsistent. They don't play well.
Bless you. Oh God, bless you. Oh dear God, bless you. Dear God.
Thank you.
Remind me of my stepdad with those diseases. My God.
But I just don't. I don't trust Green Bay. Give me Chicago. Let me see Caleb Williams win it in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I don't trust Green Bay at all, especially with Micah Parsons out. Yeah, they did sign Trayvon Diggs, but that only gets you so far. I mean, you look at
hold on. They got Kenny Clark.
They don't. But you look at the weapons that Caleb Williams has, and Roma Duze is going to be coming back pretty soon. So, but with that being said, I will for sure take the Chicago Bears in this game. All right. So next up, we for Sunday, we got the Buffalo Bills going into Jacksonville, the land of AEW, to take on the Jaguars.
The Bills.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely going to take the Bills as well. Like, Alan, you got no excuses, my man. I know Trevor Lawrence is good. Sunshine.
And I'm not gonna lie, it would be awesome to see the Jags go on a run.
Oh God, no! I completely fucking agree.
Good both sides of the ball, man. They're good.
Yeah,
on both sides of the ball.
To go on the run that they go on for the first time since what 2017, 2018, when Blake Bortles was their quarterback. Nah, give me the Jacksonville Jaguars with Trevor Lawrence under center. But yeah, I'm 100% picking the Buffalo Bills in this one. It's going to be a good one. I foresee it being a shootout. Jacksonville is favored by 1.5, and the over/under is 51.5. I feel like that is going to be over.
I don't know. Right. I don't know with the defenses.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm a spicy guy, so I'm gonna go ahead and I would say take the under.
But that's why I love your spiciness, man. Love it. Next game up, we got the San Francisco 49ers going into Lincoln Financial Field to take on the Philadelphia Eagles.
So again, battle of the two greatest running backs for a 5-year span.
I don't know about CMC.
Huh?
He's had some injury seasons.
Okay, but he's had 5 amazing seasons. Saquon has had 5 amazing seasons. Like, these two guys are the cream of the crop when you're talking about their era.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair.
That's I'm sorry, I apologize. That's exactly what I meant when I you know what I mean? Like these two guys are great, and I look for this to be a great showdown. But defense is what's going to win this game, and unfortunately, they don't have Nick Bosa. They don't have their middle linebacker in Warren. Or Warner. My bad. I think I said that wrong.
Yeah, Fred Warner.
But not having two key guys on defense is definitely going to hurt them. Give me Philadelphia. Being at home, defense wins championships. I think this could be great.
No, I really think it could be as well. As much as I hate saying it, I'm going to have to go with the Philadelphia Eagles as well. They essentially have a more complete defense than the Niners do. And on top of that, like, I really don't foresee the Niners stopping the tush push anytime soon, especially with Nick Bosa being out for the season. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead with the Eagles on this one.
When they do tush pushes and they do quarterback sneaks and they do tight end sneaks and they do defensive lineman sneaks, as soon as they go up, how do you not have one of your safeties standing right there to just punch that ball out?
Yeah, see, the thing that you're doing right now is that you're using too much common sense. The one thing that defenses are fucking lacking.
I'm just
crazy
saying,
how that works.
Listen, if Troy Polamalu played in today's game and he's seen this shit, he was able
He'd
to
be a menace to fucking society.
This motherfucker would just wait, and just as they snap the ball, he gonna fucking take a diving leap and boom, hit that motherfucking ball. He gonna try to dive over that.
He was already doing that in his fucking prime.
And another guy that I will say, James Harrison. Harrison. I think that motherfucker would wind up throwing somebody to hit a mother.
You know what? You ain't wrong.
Okay, but on to the next game. On to the next game.
Yeah, on to the next game. So next game up, we got the LA Chargers going into Foxborough. Yeah. To take on the New England Patriots, the 2 seed. And man, oh man, Drake May has made a very solid argument to be NFL MVP.
Give me Drake May. I'm taking New England. I'm taking New England. New England is going to win. They're going to win. I want to say I think they're going to score a touchdown to get the lead in the fourth quarter. Chargers offense is going to get it. Herbert's going to fuck it up and miss somebody, and fucking they're going to get the ball back. They're going to run it down, kick a field goal, end the game. That's it. Done and over with. No, that's how I see New England playing it out.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I'm taking New England in this one. The combination of Josh McDaniels and Mike Vrabel has proven to be a lot this season. I mean, when you got guys like Mac Hollins, Kayshon Boutte, Stephon Diggs as your main guys, and you're making Drake May look like a fucking NFL MVP, yeah, I'm taking the Patriots in this one.
I mean, yeah, they got Henderson and
yeah, Ramondre Stevenson. Yep. Yeah. All right.
And then he's got Henry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Hunter Henry, Austin Hooper.
Yeah.
Will Campbell may be out, but that man is on a mission next season. Mark my words.
Yeah, but here's my whole thing is so. Again, all the guys you name might not be household names, but you know football, you know who they are. These guys are franchise starters. These guys are good gadget playmaking guys. You get them the ball. Stephon Diggs, that's a sure-handed number 1 wide receiver. You get him that ball at least 3 to 5 times a game. If he gets open, get him that fucking ball. He's going to get you them yards.
Oh, for sure.
And like I said, yeah, you're not going to throw the ball to him 8 times a fucking game. That would be crazy. But guess what? Hunter Henry, you can throw to him 4, 5, 6 times a motherfucking game. Hooper, you can throw to him once or twice if he gets open. You know what I mean? Boutte, if he gets down the field, you get him 1 or 2 throws in. You know what I'm saying? Or you can pitch and pop. And then, you know what I mean? You got 2 running backs that can break it. So that's you know what I mean. They have a good offensively sound team. They've got a knife, and that's what I will say about McDaniels. McDaniels understands what he needs, and he finds players to get what he needs. Just like he did with Tom Brady, he found guys that could get open and could run his scheme and do what he needs them to do. I'll give him that. Yeah, he's not a head coach. He's a great coordinator, but he is not a head coach. I'm just saying.
Sure. No, for sure. But finally, Monday night, we got the Houston Texans going into Heinz Field to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I don't know why they flexed this game to the night to Monday night, but
I don't know why either. I really feel like this type of game should have been afternoon. There's plenty of more games that could have been on Monday night, but obviously we got the Houston Texans versus Pittsburgh Steelers. For whatever reason, I will never know.
Give me Houston. Don't get me wrong. TJ Watt is back, and I think he could be a menace. But the problem is, Texans also have a defense.
Yeah.
So that's going to be major fucking problems.
Yeah.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers is going to get the ball out fast, and here's the issue. All right, the Texans don't have to rush 5 and 6 guys to get pressure. They can rush 3 and 4 guys and get pressure. Okay. Anderson Jr. is a motherfucking menace. Okay. So imagine like you've got your equal to TJ Watt on the other side. Okay. So both have good defenses, but one has a much better offense, even with Metcalf back. You know what I'm saying? You even if you throw the ball to Metcalf 6 times, the other side, they got Nico. You know what I'm saying? They got Higgins. They got the tight end, what's his name? Schroeder, some shit. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
But,
I 100% know who you're talking about. Yeah.
They got Marks. I think his name's Woody Marks. He's been a hell of a fucking player. I think Nick Chubb is healthy again. So, I mean, like, they've got options. They've got guys. They've got players. Like, I think their offense is just a little bit better. I think the Texans' offense is just a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
No. I think, what was it? No, it wasn't last year. It was the year before last when I was like, the Texans are going to be good. They signed DeMarco Ryans, and then they went and got Stroud. I was like, watch, they're going to be a fucking great team. They're going to make the playoffs. And it was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Rookie head coach, rookie quarterback, and they're going to make the playoffs. And sure as shit, they did. So, yes, I think they get over the hump. They get their playoff win here, and they move on to the next step.
I really think so, too. I mean, like you said, they have, possibly a top 5 defense in the league, especially with a guy like Will Anderson Jr. leading the way, who was a menace at Alabama. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to take Houston in this one. Rodgers, love you. Not really, because you'd rather spend more time on the Pat McAfee show and doing whatever the fuck you're doing on off screen. But yeah, I'm taking the Texans in this one. So, but big man, I want to thank you for being able to come on to the show, being able to enjoy the time on this show. And hey, until next time, my man.
Peace.
Peace. Enjoy the new year, my man. All right, so that wraps up another episode of the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. I didn't get a chance to say this in the beginning, but be sure to click the link in the description. And click on the tab that says TrueVictory.com. They are a veteran-operated clothing store. They have so many other things going on for them right now, whether it is gym bags, accessories, so much more. Once you have found what you're looking for, be sure to use code NoMercySports15 for 15% off your entire purchase. Now, I know I need to get my fat ass back in the gym, and man, oh man, do I plan to. But I'll tell you what, one area I plan to start is Beachbody. I crapped on that for so fucking long that once I started doing Insanity and Insanity the Asylum, man, oh man, wow, did my words come to a halt. But be sure to click the tab that says the Ultimate at-Home Workout Program, and it will lead you to Beachbody, but it is now known as Body. Bravo, Oscar, Delta, India. You will not be sorry. And be sure to use code JamesKBody. James, Kilo, Bravo, Oscar, Delta, India for 15% off your entire purchase. You will not be sorry. You will love these at-home workout programs. And man, oh man, the results will speak for themselves. So, as I wrap up tonight's show, you already know how this, how the weekend program works. Don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. Do not end up dead or in prison or don't end up in the hospital, dead or in jail. If you end up in jail, be sure to call somebody whose number you know by heart. And hey, be sure to establish dominance quickly. Otherwise, your inmate may be Danny. But until then, until next week, peace